Hello, friends, and welcome to the Cinemondo podcast with Kathy, Mark, and Burk minus Mark today.
With no Mark. Our schedules, they just don't collide sometimes.
I know.
I was going to say align, but collide seemed better.
Collide, yeah.
Or not collide.
He's off doing something more fun than hanging out with us.
I'm sure it's more fun. So, Mike Flanagan.
Yeah, who's that?
Podcast favorite. He's done some of the best horror films out there. One of the best Stephen King adaptations, Gerald's Game. He has found new levels of fame with the Haunting of Hell House series of series and continuing series on Netflix.
Yeah.
So he's
sort of become an institution. That most recent series that he did. Midnight Mass.
Midnight Mass was so good.
Yeah.
He spends a lot of time with character and character development, which some people are like, oh, it's so slow. But see, I luxuriate in the characters actually talking to each other sometimes.
Well, you can do that with a series with multiple.
Can.
You can't really do it with a single film. With a film, you have to get in, define these characters quickly and efficiently, and then put them on their adventure, and then you're out.
Exactly.
But with a series, you get episode after episode where you get to learn about these people, and then you really care about what's happening to them. I mean, it's like we keep saying this sort of new trend of making these narrative series, these long, 10 episode series. They used to do it in the old days. They used to call it mini series, but now it's kind of a thing to do this narrative thing where you follow these characters through 10 episodes. Right. So it's like a 10-hour movie.
I love that. Some people are like, it's too long. I'm like, I can't get enough, especially something like Flanagan.
Yeah.
Who his whole aspect of filmmaking is putting characters first, developing the characters. And so for him to do a series is exactly where he should be. This is exactly what he should do.
And world building too, building the world and building the situation where you set up, okay, here's the world these people live in, and here's the thing that they're encountering. And you really get a chance to get a feel for it where, we were just talking about movies being a little bit more urgent, that you define your characters and your situation quickly, and so you can get into the business of the film. Yeah. That's the longer form series gives you, a lot of time to dig in.
And also a long time to develop a relationship with the characters on screen. Like you care more because you're spending a lot more time with these people.
Yeah. And in the place, like with that Midnight Mass thing, you're on that island and you really get a feel. One of the things I liked about it was you knew where this person's house was. And you knew how far it was to go here and to here and here. You understood the map. Yeah,
you could, you're in your mind going, oh, I know where they're all going to gather at the church. And you could take that little walk down the street to the church. You kind of get it in your head where that is. That's really cool. And, Haunting of Hell House was so great because that felt really epic because it concentrated on one character per episode. Yeah. But they all had the same perspective of different events. Different perspective of same events. And then they kind of expanded on the events by taking a little deeper and further outside of each person's experience. Stunning. Absolutely.
And then you see them experiencing this situation together, and it was well crafted.
So good. So there's a good reason that Netflix is like, can we have you do some more of these? So he's done a few now. He did Bly Manor, he did Midnight Mass. Now he's doing also The House of Usher is about to come out. But in the meantime, the man does he ever sleep? Now he has Midnight Club, which is based on a book. Club. Yeah, just like all the others have been based on books.
What's it about?
Club, it's about, I think so it's based on a book by Christopher Pike, and they're
Captain of the Starship Enterprise.
Exactly. To get in there. Oh no, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, it's a warp factor.
Or is it a different Christopher Pike? I think
could be a different Pike. Christopher Pine. So then it's about 8 terminal patients, hospice patients, who meet up to tell scary stories at midnight. Now, of course, this is probably going to be relatively anthology based, but part of their deal is they make a bargain that when they die, they have to try and come back from the dead, give them a message from the beyond. So they're kind of like what who was the magician who promised to come back?
Houdini, yeah.
Houdini promised. He goes, "I'm going to come back from the grave and give you a message if there's such a thing." Well, that's
secret
never
message, and that his wife would know that it was him or not,
Yeah.
and that's why she was going to all these different mediums to see if they could bring her that message, the secret message back, and none of them did.
Shockingly, I don't think it happened.
And Kate Bush did an album called The Dreaming that had a song on there that was about that I highly recommend.
So good.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, this sounds like right up Mike Flanagan's alley. You know, it's like kind of anthology based. It's going to have a big group of, you know, ensemble cast who will probably be very in-depth, you know, character exploration. So this comes out Friday. So I wanted to, you know, make sure we took a look at the official trailer.
Yeah.
Anything Mike Flanagan, we're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
So here we are. So are you ready to take a look at the Midnight Club trailer? Let's clap it. Yep.
And action.
All right.
I'm going to Stanford in the fall.
You need to celebrate it. Break a few rules, I think. Just like once in your life.
Are the odds in my favor?
It's not quite that simple.
Can you say the real name again, please?
Papillary thyroid carcinoma.
Thyroid cancer.
I'm Dr. Georgina Stanton. Welcome to Brightcliff. Every living day here is a win.
How long have you all been here?
4 months for me.
5.
3.
63 days, 17 hours, and 11 minutes.
You don't know the minutes.
I'm going to die. All of us here are dying. This is a hospice? My parents told me this was a boarding school. What's in the basement?
I dare you.
No, he doesn't.
It takes a lot to scare me.
No, wait, don't. Don't actually go down there.
What is this?
It's kind of a club.
You guys sneak into the library every night and
Make ghosts.
Tell stories.
Make ghosts sounds better.
Welcome to your first official night in the Midnight Club.
there's so many stories about this place. Stories about people who thought they were gonna die but didn't. I want to live.
We do not get to change the outcome.
I don't care what it costs. If there's a way to save us, I'd burn the world down.
You need to stop. And don't put yourself and all of us in real danger.
To those before, to those after, to us now, and to those beyond.
Well, that looked much lighter in tone than his usual films.
Yeah. Like
Even though it's about terminal patients, it had a kind of light, I guess because they're teenagers. It felt very collegiate. It felt like if they took the terminal thing out of it, it almost wouldn't feel that different.
Yeah, if it was like sleepaway camp, whatever,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
bunch of kids getting together, something creepy haunting them. But I don't know. The whole makeup, special effects makeup thing where, you know, the people go, Gah! And suddenly there's a thing in there. It just, I don't know.
Yeah, no. We'll
maybe
see.
it's done well in the film, and the and the group of people surrounding, reaching out for you, and you know that. To me, it looks like cosplay or Halloween, you know, decorations in the neighbor's yard or something. I don't know.
You know,
maybe he'll
honestly,
do something good with it.
If Flanagan's name wasn't on it, I don't know if I'd watch this.
I know it's.
it just seems a little young, and there's like you said, they're playing with some cliches. You feel like you've seen the jump scares of the gray makeup under the eyes.
Right.
But the fact that he created this,
yeah,
he's executive producing it, and he's directing the first 2 episodes. So I'm like, so I will definitely at least watch the first 2 episodes.
Yeah,
see how I like it, because it's one of those, like, he's a director who's the selling point for me.
Right.
So other than that, I'm a little lukewarm on it, we'll say.
I know the trailer doesn't make me really excited about this. I
hate not being excited about horror stuff. I hate that.
Well, I love the idea of an anthology, but I didn't get that impression from this. It seemed to me like it was all about these kids in this hospice or hospital, and they're slowly, they're encountering the ghosts of other people who have died there, I guess, and their histories, like somebody who was here previously was trying to do these satanic rituals to try to keep themselves alive longer or to beat the cancer or whatever. And to me, that if that's the premise, then I don't know. And then their ghosts appear and they're like scary cosplay kind of special effects makeup type things that you've seen a million times, and they're reaching out and they're doing the expressions, and
I know
I don't know.
I'm gonna put my trust in Flanagan and see what happens. Again, there's just some roadblocks in this. Is number one, terminal illness. Illness in children and
young
teenagers
people that have sickness. Yes.
Yeah, and then also teenagers just
in general
completely annoying. And then some like the most cranky person in the world. But I'm hoping Mike Flanagan is showing us, like, yes, this is what you think it is, but I'm going to give you more.
Right.
So I'm hoping the trailer company is separate from the filmmakers. So I'm hoping the trailer didn't do justice, that maybe they didn't have the stories yet to show, or they don't want to show the stories, because some of that almost seemed like maybe those were the stories. Like the guy was walking down the street and this ghost, it might be his scary story that he's telling. I don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll do a review of maybe the first episode or 2 and let's see how we stand on it.
Yeah, it might be something that the people who made the trailer might not have gotten it. You know what I mean?
Right. And it's almost Halloween, so it's kind of the perfect time for it. But I have to say, I'm really looking forward to the House of Usher.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah,
kind of skeptical review.
Yeah, but honest. Yeah, I mean,
it's honest reviews. That's what we're here for. Yeah. Even our favorites don't always get good reviews.
If we didn't love Mike Flanagan, we wouldn't be this honest, right?
We wouldn't even be looking at this if it wasn't for Mike Flanagan. Yeah. All right, we'll let you guys know. Stay tuned.
We'll see.
All right.
Take care, everybody. Bye.